The Sigma 35mm f2 Contemporary is the cut price, lightweight little brother of the 35mm art lens we looked at recently. I want to see if this lens, which is a third of the price of that art lens, is one of the best value prime lenses for video that you can get in 2021. When Sigma's press department sent us two 35mm lenses at the same time, I was first a little confused. Surely the premium art lens is the only one worth looking at, and that this f2 from the Contemporary range is just going to be a moot point. That was until I actually came to testing it out in the studio. Coming in at around £500 to £600 or dollars if you're in the US, this lens is very much priced to be obtainable by a much larger group of users. To sit alongside that accessibility, we also have a compact design and a super lightweight but sturdy and weather-sealed body. It's a no-nonsense f2 to f22 range with a 9-blade design and a 10-element construction, with no image stabilization, a fly-by-wire focus and a rear-mounted clicked aperture control, all weighing in at a tiny 325 grams. It's a lens that looks simplistic and that has had anything that's deemed unnecessary trimmed down in favour of focusing on getting the best optics for your money. But enough of the talk. Let's get to using this lens and to see if it really is a good bang for your buck. The first good bit has to be the price point in which it sits. Maybe that's because I'm a cheapskate at heart, but truly a fast prime lens of this optic quality is almost impossible to find at this price point. This is highlighted to us even more as we got to test the 35mm f1.2 art lens at the same time, which retails at $1,500. And although that is a superior quality lens, this Contemporary version is definitely far from 3 times worse than it. The build quality is second to none. It's something that Sigma lenses seem to excel at both the Contemporary and in the art range. The quality of the lens construction and the ergonomics are amazing. What is particularly noticeable with this 35mm is how lightweight it actually is. This, for a prime 35, is really important, at least from my perspective. It's a lens that you can happily strap on your camera and leave there all day without worrying. The same can't be said for its art big brother, which is 3 times the weight and just an all-round bulky lens by comparison. The image it renders is really the most important part of any lens, and as you've hopefully seen in the shots up to this point, it can render some really lovely results that to my eye far exceed its price point. I'd love to be able to give you some clear indication of some of the usability elements like autofocus, but we were testing this lens on the Sigma FP, and in truth, that would give you an unfair indication of the focus motor's performance. But from what I've seen of it, much like the image and every other aspect of this lens, it's snappy and impressive. So on to the bad points, and as to be expected for a product at this price point, there are some caveats, especially for us video shooters. And first of those is the focus breathing, which is extreme. For those unsure of what this is, it's how much the lens alters your field of view when you rack focus in and out. It's present in all photography lenses, but on the 35 f2 Contemporary it's so apparent that it looks almost like a zoom lens. Next comes to that slightly stripped down design with the fly-by-wire focus ring. I just don't like them, especially on smaller lens bodies. As someone that lives almost exclusively in manual for video, they hinder rather than help. I guess I'm just a sucker for that analog feedback. So really, for anyone using an L-mount camera, this is a very easy lens to recommend. But that could also be as your choices are very limited at this focal range. This comfortably is a lens that you can use as an all-day carry and achieve some beautiful results in your video. It represents my favourite part of the camera market, where quality outstrips price and the performance far exceeds the money you put into it. The Sigma 35mm f2 Contemporary is at that price and quality sweet spot, and as such is a no-brainer investment for any L or E mount users. So for some more information on this lens, there is of course some links below, and whilst you're down there, why not consider subscribing to our channel or even heading over to the blog for some more filmmaking freebies. That's been my grab and go review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.